Hello everyone, welcome to your own YouTube channel Study with Rameshwar. So once again we are here with class 5 environmental studies and lesson number 9, that is Up You Go, and this is the part 2nd. And if you have not watched the part 1 of this chapter, the link is in the description box. So in this video we are going to study about the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, different mountain peaks of India, risk and dangers while mountaineering. So majorly these 3 points we are going to study through this video. So just watch this video completely. So this is the picture, that is the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, that is located in Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. Now little bit information about the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So Nehru Institute of Mountaineering was established at Uttarkashi on 14th of November 1965. When it was established on 14th November 1965 to honor the great desire of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. When it was established means started on 14th of November 1965. So main who was the person behind this Nehru Institute of Mountaineering? Nothing but the first Prime Minister of our country, that is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So who was an ardent mountain lover. He just liked the mountaineering, and that's why it was started. The proposal to have a mountaineering institute at Uttarkashi was mooted by Ministry of Defence, then Government of India and Government of UP in 1964. As this proposal was considered, was considered by the Ministry of Defence as well as Government of India, Government of UP. When it was considered in 1964, and that's why it was established in 1965. So children, this Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, short form is NIM, that is NEEM. Okay, so it is located in the state of Uttarakhand, that is Uttarkashi, and situated at a distance of near about 170 km from the Rishikesh, and on the bank of river Bhagirathi. And it is located where? It is located in the state of Uttarakhand. Very significant pilgrimage center, Gangotri and Yamunotri. And the main motto of this institution is to train the students, to train the people for mountaineering, and it is the one of the best institution, and lot of people from the different countries are also coming for the training purpose. Okay, so the institute is situated at an elevation of 4,300 feet above the sea level in the Ladari Reserve Forest. The training area covered is almost 10 Himalayan valleys and 20 glaciers, and the some of the most spectacular ranges in the world. So children, this thing you just remember, keep it in mind. This institution is started for the mountaineering purpose, is to train the student and the people from the different parts of the world. They are coming for this and one of the best institution for the training of the mountaineering. Okay, so this is the short information about NIM, that is Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. So next one, this is the Mount Everest. This is the one of the highest mountain in the world, highest mountain peak of the world, that is Mount Everest, and its height is about 8,848.86 meter, and it is named as Sagarmatha in Nepali language. Mount Everest is known as Sagarmatha, and in Tibetan language, that is Chomolungma is the earth's highest mountain above sea level. Okay, and it is located in Nepal, that is Mahalnagur sub-range of Himalaya. Means it mainly comes in the Nepal, is located in the country, that is Nepal. Okay, and it is the highest peak of the world, number one highest mountain of the world. Now see some of the major mountains of India. So number one, that is the Kanchenjunga, and Kanchenjunga is also spelled Kanchenjunga in this way, it is also spelled, and is the third highest mountain peak in the world. This thing you remember. Means after Mount Everest there will be the K2, that is Godwin Austen, that we are going to see now, and at a third place, that is Kanchenjunga. Okay, Kanchenjunga is the third highest peak, mountain peak in the world, and it rises with the elevation, the height of this mountain is about 8,586 meter in a section of Himalayas called Kanchenjunga. Okay, and it comes in the part of a Sikkim. Okay, these all are coming in the Himalayan range. These mountains are coming in the Himalayan range. Okay, so this is about the Kanchenjunga. Then K2 is also known as Godwin Austen, and its height is about 8,611 meters, and it is the second highest mountain on earth after the Mount Everest. See, the first is Mount Everest and second one is K2, that is Godwin Austen. Height C 8,611 meter. Okay, after Mount Everest, and it lies in the Karakoram range in the part of Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan China border. It exactly location, it comes in the Pakistan China border, that is the K2 Godwin Austen. Another name of the K2 is Godwin Austen, so just remember the names. Next one, that is Nanda Devi, and its height is about 7,816 meter, and it is the second highest mountain in India. See, okay, and it comes in the state of Uttarakhand. Is after Kanchenjunga and the highest located entirely within the country. Okay, Kanchenjunga के बाद Nanda Devi. ठीक है, Kanchenjunga which is higher is on the border of India and Nepal, and it is 23rd highest peak in the world. 23rd highest peak in the world. So this is about the Nanda Devi, and it comes where it comes, that is Uttarakhand, second highest mountain in India. Okay, after the Kanchenjunga. Then next one, that is Kamet, and its height is about 7,756 meter. Again, Kamet is the second highest mountain in the Garhwal region of Uttarakhand after Nanda Devi. So it lies in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. See, second highest mountain in the Garhwal region of Uttarakhand. Not I am saying India. Okay, just this thing you understand here, means after Nanda Devi it's second number. Okay, and its appearance resembles a giant pyramid topped by a flat summit area with two peaks. Just look like in this way, it looks like that is a comet. So number 1, that is Mount Everest, K2 Godwin Austen. Number 2, then number 3, that is Kanchenjunga, then Nanda Devi, and then comet. Okay, if we see height wise, okay, means it's just a height wise numbers are height wise these mountains are arranged in this way. So next point is that, so some of the difficulties, means the risk and dangers while mountaineering. So as we have discussed about the concept of a mountaineering in the first part of this video, if you have not seen the first part of lesson number 9 up you go, the link is in the description box. In first part we have discussed about the mountaineering and its categories. Okay, and mountaineering, we discussed that the mountaineering is one of the adventurous sports, and for this require the energy and strength. So while performing this mountaineering there is some risk and dangers also. There are some risk and dangers too. So what kind of dangers or risk are there? So number 1, that is falling rocks and blocks of ice. So every rock mountain is slowly break down due to erosion. You know, due to the erosion, so whatever the mountain is there, that is going to be degraded. Okay, so erosion is due to maybe rain, erosion is due to heat, erosion is due to earthquake, like that. Okay, so due to that what happens, the mountains are going to be degraded, means their breakdown is there. Okay, then next one, risk is also that falling of climbers due to avalanches and ice crack. So most of the time what happens, because while mountaineering we are not able to predict, means what will happen to the mountain. Okay, so an avalanches are the large mass of snow or ice and rock that falls down the side of mountain. Avalanches, what? Avalanches means a mass of snow, a mass of snow that is going to be fall down. In Hindi that is हिमस्खलन. हिंदी में avalanches मतलब क्या होगा, हिमस्खलन. Okay, so that mass of snow or ice is going to be fall down. So while mountaineering it may occurs or it will affect to the mountaineer. It will affect to the mountaineer. So this type of risk or this type of dangers are coming while doing the mountaineering. So we also have to take some precautions for that. Number 3, that is altitude sickness. As we climb up the mountains, the atmospheric pressure decreases and there is a very little oxygen in the air, and many climbers face altitude sickness. What happens, children, means when we are going to upward, means when we are mountaineering, so means we are going to the height, we are going to a height. So when we move towards the height, so at that time what happens, atmospheric pressure decrease and oxygen level is also going to be low. जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर की तरफ जाते हैं हाई प्लेस पर, so at that place the pressure is going to be decreases and oxygen level is also low. So and most of the or many climbers they are facing sometimes the altitude sickness, means height का sickness उनको हो जाता है कभी कभी. Okay, so that is the altitude sickness is also there sometimes. Sometimes weather condition, because weather conditions we can't predict. So miss what happen or what will happen we are not able to predict, means that weather is rather unpredictable. And whiteout is weather or conditions that reduces visibility. Suddenly the whiteout will be there. This type of, you will see the picture. Okay, and due to that what happened, this whiteout is due to what? Due to the snow, because due to the snow, and at that time what happened, we can't see what is in front, means that is the visibility is going to be reduces, or suddenly may thunderstorms produce lightning. So this type of difficult or different weather conditions may create. So all these type of dangers and risks are also there while doing the mountaineering. So we must take care of all this type of risk and dangers. Okay, so we must think about it also. So I hope whatever the points we have discussed here, means in this video you have discussed about the number one, that is the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, the short information I have given here. Next one, different mountains of India, and the third one, so different risk and dangers while mountaineering. So whatever the content I have presented here, I hope you will like it, and if you like it, so share with your friends. Thank you.